Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna be telling you how to make a Gary's Mod map in this series. In this first episode, we're gonna make a test map with a light, a spawn room, and that's pretty much it. It's gonna be like a simple room. We can spawn anything in it. They can roam around. Okay. Now first of all, we're gonna go to folders. C program files x86, Steam, Beam apps, common, and then Gary's mod. This locates your Gary's mod folder. If you don't want to do all of this, you can go Steam, library. Sorry if there's too much background noise. I'm trying this setup outside on the balcony because I don't know, I felt like doing it. So go Gary's mod, right click properties, and then it should open up this window. Go local files, browse. You can do that. You can go bin and then hammer. You can double click on this to open hammer. But what I like to do is create a shortcut of this and put it right here at the as a shortcut on the desktop. So let's double click and open this. Now normally it's not called Gary's Mod Hammer Editor. I like to call it that because I like doing maps for other games like Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, Half-Life 2, Counter-Strike Source, that good stuff. So immediately there should be like manifest right here. You don't need that, so just remove that. Messages, you can click X on. You can go tools, options, game configurations, and click here add. You can open Half-Life 2, Gary's mod, and base.fgd. Add these because they give you more materials to like work with, not just Gary's mod materials. So you're going also go Gary's mod, game modes, Terratown, and go ttt.fgd if you want to make that kind of map, which gives you more entities, types, and stuff. Click OK. One more thing. 2D views, keep the intensity normal, make grid space 32. It's just better that way. Default to 15-degree rotations. This is very important. 3D views, I like to max all these out. Click animate models because normally it's unticked. Tick that and make the camera FOV 100. It's just so you can see more of your map. And that's pretty much it for the tools options. So let's just show what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna have a player model. We're gonna have this player spawn, the light, and a basic round. So I'm gonna show you how to do this right here. Click file, new, remove the no draw, it's not important. Make sure to highlight camera right here. Click 3D textured. It's gonna help you a lot. So you have selection tool, magnify, camera tool, entity tool, block tool, sprinkle tool, toggle texture application, apply current texture, apply decals, apply overlays, and clipping tool plus the vertex tool. I'm not gonna explain all these, but what is important is selection tool, entity tool, block tool, and these four. They're really important if you want to make a starting map. So let's just go. This is the main things you're gonna be looking at while working on it. This is just the 3D viewer. If you highlight this and press Z, you can look around. WASD to move the mouse to look around. If you don't want to press Z as a toggle, you can hold down right click and it will do like something like Unity or Unreal to move the camera, but I prefer toggling with Z. Now we selected the block tool. Now we're gonna drag a block, as you can see right here. It's a little bit too big for floor. Honestly, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna make it in the front view just smaller, scale it up, smaller, scale it up, and then you can move it around in here, but it's not that reliable. I like doing it here because it's way convenient. It's just way more accurate, if you want to call it that. So you might see it as no drop because that's the default texture for me. You can go toggle texture application, browse, and you'll find this textures tab. This shows you every single texture, but you're not gonna go around like scrolling through every single texture. You have to find a texture. You could go filter, type for example floor, and it'll show you floor textures, and wall for wall textures, and ceiling, of course, for ceiling textures, and grass for grass textures if you fancy into that. Plus you can type dirt. That's cool. So we just want to do a floor texture. I'm gonna click on this one, double click, apply, and now we have a ground to stand on. Now we want to make the player spawn by clicking on the entity tool and clicking. It'll default, like for some people it'll default to this Dr. Freeman looking like dude. Let's just make him a wee bit higher so he doesn't like clip into the ground or something, which will make the player not move. And if it's not the Dr. Freeman model, you can double click, go class, and type in info player start, apply, and yeah, that's your player model. Not the player model, that's the player starting position. Let's go block tool, drag around the player, make it like a wall around them. Of course you're gonna use the top view for this because that's way better. Now for some reason they'll be a little bit higher. Don't worry, to press the bracket keys to reduce the snap-on grid. So this time I'll make it 4, drag it down a bit. Oh wait, I forgot to click the selection. Make sure the selection tool is open. Go down. It's not highlighted on every wall, my apologies. So when you want to select something, go control left click and repeat it on every single wall. Control left click and reduce them slightly. I can look right here like in Dr. Freeman's eyes so I can see how tall the walls should be. I think this is good. This is a good wall height. Now we don't want the same texture as the floor, so we're gonna type wall. We're gonna type wall, and let's use this brick wall. So we're gonna click apply, and it's not that, it doesn't look that good, so we're gonna click on every single one, and we're now gonna click fit, and it's gonna adjust the Y value. Don't worry about that, just adjust the X value so it doesn't look that stretched. Lower that like a little bit. I think 0.3 is good. This is good. So now it's displayed as how it should be right here. Don't worry about the outside. It's not gonna. The player isn't gonna see this right now. But if you want, if we're gonna do, we have to fix that. We'll do it later. So we're gonna control paste, control C, control V. That's gonna adjust it. We're gonna fix it by dragging to the corner, and it fits in really good. It looks amazing. Now we're gonna click toggle texture application again, browse, and this time I'm gonna type ceiling. My favorite ceiling personally is the acoustic ceiling. I just think it looks really nice. 0.25 on the X and Y value looks really nice. Now let's add above the player a light. So it's gonna default to info player start. If it doesn't matter. We're gonna type light. We don't need to worry about these for now. Just type light and go to brightness. Now these three are gonna be the color values, and this is the intensity value, like how bright is it gonna be. 200 isn't that bright, so I think I'm gonna make it 350 for tutorial's sake. You can make this however you want. In fact, you don't need to use this textures. You can use whatever things you want to do. It just shows you the basic controls of hammer and how to make a room. So we're just gonna make the light above the player. Let's fix it right here. I think that's good. That's really good. If the decals, now if you're worried about how to make like decals, add like bloods or something, type decal and filter. I'll show you like decals like blood, bullet holes, Dr. Breen for some reason, sprays. Just add like spray. So once you double clicked, you're gonna click apply decals and click wherever you want to add your decals. So that's kind of nice. Let's add a little bit more sprays like this one, and you pretty much like play around with the decals however you want, and you can add blood textures like decals. So let's make one like going into the wall. So like this. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, that's good. And then we're gonna go here, blood texture. Yeah, that's I think that looks not too bad. Let's add a little bit more. That's really that honestly, this doesn't look that bad. And if we want, we can add a prop over here. I think it's prop physics. Let me just double check. Click apply. World model. Double click. Let's type corpse. Yep. We're gonna have this. We can have corpse 01. And corpse 01 looks really nice today. And we can angle him. I don't know how to move his limbs, but this will work for now. It looks kind of cursed. It looks kind of cursed, but what can you do? Okay, body. You can't do that much. I don't know how to move his limbs and stuff, but it probably like, you know what? Let's just make him angle to the ground. Yeah, like this. You click on it once and it'll show you these circles. Just turn, and that's really fun. It's really fun to mess around with hammer, man. Just adjust it, make him a little bit higher so he doesn't become immovable. Move him like this, and yep, that doesn't look that bad. Control S to save. We'll call this tutorial map. Last time I did a tutorial, it didn't work. Just save it as whatever name you would like. I have it as gmtutorialmap.vmf. Maybe let's add a little bit more decals to this. I'm having fun right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm having so much fun right here with the decal tool. I just found out how to do this today. Also, I'm outside, so you might hear honking because the balcony was very littered, but we cleaned it up and I decided to go outside. Let's just add a little bit more sprays, like this one, and maybe this one, and blood over here. Yeah, this one looks fine. And oh, baby, that looks really terrifying. But what can you do? Can add a little bit of blood particles here on the ground. Can add a little bit of blood next to corpse 01. Yep, I think we're pretty much done. Let's just add a little bit more blood here to make it extra spooky, even though we're not making a horror map. Although I could make a tutorial on how to make a horror map, because like a good one, because most horror maps on Gmod are very amateur. Oh yeah, we can have like billboard things, decals. Control S, save. Oh, I love this. I just found out how to apply decals today. So when you have these maps, make sure Steam is open by checking like here. Steam is open. It tells me, Windows tells me that there are actions need to be recommended, even though there's no threats on my computer. You're gonna press F9 to, or you can click file, run map. It's just a little bit of a shortcut. Make sure everything is normal. Click OK, and Gmod should run, and we should get in our map. Okay, it loaded, and for some reason I cannot see corpse 01. Dang it. Why does this always happen to me? Like when I want to add props, sometimes you can select the wrong specification and it will just not spawn for some reason. So it says node graph out of date, rebuilding, and mounting workshop content, even though there isn't any workshop content because it's running Gmod from Hammer, so it's not gonna allow you to play with your mods. Add the node graph out of date, rebuilding. We'll fix them like by the end of this tutorial when we're gonna publish our map, because we don't want players to wait for node graphs to load. Oh wait, he did spawn. Nice. And he's tilted for some reason. So this is the map. Gonna have blood on the ground. Corpse 01 is right there in the corner. I can spawn a zombie from the NPCs tab. Just to show you that the NPCs can move around the area, because it rebuilt the nodes. You can shoot them and they can damage you. But yeah, this is it for this tutorial. Next episode, gonna take a look at how to do outdoor things, skybox, all that jazz. And then I'm gonna, this map was basically just a demonstration of what to do in Hammer. So like the controls, how to add objects like corpse 01, how to add decals, take a look at how to add skybox, what the clipping tool is, how to, you know, do all this stuff. I'll do another map, which isn't this one, because this one was just for this tutorial in specific. We're just gonna build up on one map in the next tutorial. So we're gonna start right there. Hopefully this tutorial goes well. I'll see you all later. I'm tabbing out. Goodbye.